Hey Capricorn, welcome back, and anyone that's new, welcome here. All is welcome. All right, my lovely Caps, as you know, before I got on, I meditated on you beautiful Capricorns. I love you all so much. In the meditation, I received something around self-love, self-evaluation. You could be doing more of that. And in that, I also got the Hermit card. So I don't know if that's going to be coming through in this reading at some point, but we'll see. All right. I also got something around dip. So either it's like you took a dip in the pool somewhere, or you actually had wanted to get some form of dip, or you ate out and you got dip to dip some form of food. Okay. So that's what I got in the meditation. If it resonates, fantastic. If not, just dismiss it and let's get into this reading, all right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general message. Also, the reading could be reversed and I could be talking to a cross watcher. All right. Also, my readings are timeless, so if it's for you, it will find you, all right? Universal God and Spirit Guides, please let me be a clear channel for the collective of Capricorn. Thank you. All right, let's do this. See what comes out. See what comes out. All right. Universal God and Spirit Guides, what do we have for Capricorn, please? What do we have for Capricorn? Do we have for Capricorn? Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I want to say this may have came out in your reading last week, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not sure what that's about here. It's coming out. I feel like it did come out, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. What else do we have, please? Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay, that's 100% beautiful. That's full radical acceptance. I feel like you're in this process where some of you have had a hard time and a challenge of accepting the things that you cannot change. But now you are in this process of really accepting the fact that there's just so many things or certain things that you just cannot change. And that's 100% beautiful. That's when you start to release, you surrender, and you let go. Okay, we have only full control over the fact of how we react and we respond to certain things in our lives. And I feel like it's the fact that you're like, I have released full control over certain things in my life because I have no control over the fact that this is not something that I can change, which is beautiful. Okay, Capricorn. I also feel like with the envy, I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay, so you may be just struggling a little bit with some form of challenges in your life. I want to say that maybe I don't feel like you're comparing yourself to anybody. Maybe so. Maybe there's something where you feel like, oh, this person's higher up in my work environment or where I work. Well, how come I can't be there? Or how come I can't get there? Be careful being very hard on yourself is what I'm receiving just now, because I feel like you are the same as everyone. We're all one conscious, right? But we do struggle with our different challenges. We all have different challenges. We all face these triumphs, right, in our lives. So I feel like there's something around, don't be so hard on yourself here, okay, Capricorn, because you will get to where you want to be. We're all on a different journey. Some of us are here, some of us are here, some of us are there, So just be very, very gentle with yourself and just don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Let's pull another oracle card and see what comes out. What else do we have for Capricorn, please? What else do we have for Capricorn? What do you need to release? So there's something needing to be released here. I do feel like you are in this acceptance, you are surrendering, you're releasing and letting go of some things that you cannot change, but there's something that you have to ask yourself, what do you need to release? That could be very personal for you, so that's for somebody out there. So ask yourself, what do you need to release? What do I need to release, right? There's something that maybe you are kind of holding on to in a sense, so Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's go to the overall energy and see what comes out. See what it is for my Capricorns. Overall energy for Capricorn, please. What do we have for Capricorn? Do we have for Capricorn, please? Four of Cups. Okay, this isn't the best. I feel like this is definitely a disappointment for the overall energy, okay? You've sat there. This is why I feel like there's more of an introverted energy from you, especially if you are someone who's more extroverted. But for the overall energy, you're like sitting there, you're sitting in something that may be more of like doing more harm than good than anything, because that's like a self-sabotaging energy. Like the universe is trying to provide you something, but you're not really wanting to take it, or you're not wanting to accept it, or you're not wanting to release it. Maybe there's 3 people in your life that have done you wrong, since there's 3 cups in front of you, but there's 1 cup that the universe is trying to give you, but you're ignoring it. So there's something to really ask yourself, possibly. Why are you holding on to things? Like there's something around, okay, I just got, sometimes we will want what we can't have. That is a lot of what human nature can be like, where it's like, oh, I want that because not because you can't have it, but it's like more of a pull, right? So it's like you're focusing on something that may not actually be good for you, or specific people in your life that aren't good for you, but then there's this one offer from the universe that's like, hey, this one's good for you, but I don't want to accept it. So there's something like that. But I'm also getting these are challenges in your life as well for the overall energy. And there's something around that focus on the gratitude of certain things, right? Focusing on gratitude. All right, let's go to the past. Let's go to the past, please. Ooh, 8 of Swords. So there's a lot of mental prison, like you're in this constant like battle within your mind here. This is like mental entrapment. So I feel like there's something that maybe you're overthinking, or you're telling yourself like you are feeling very trapped in the mental space. Some of you could have dealt with some form of anxiety here in the past, but you felt like you can't get out of this. It's like you felt like I can't escape this. These are my thoughts. Like maybe you're waking up every day thinking the same thought over and over, or there's something that you are focusing so much on that it's causing you to think about it every single day when you wake up. So there's something that you continually focus on. That's why I feel like, what is it that you need to release? That's something to ask yourself, right? Let's go to the current energy. What's the current energy, please? Man, the 2 of Swords, struggling a lot here. So I feel like this is definitely this energy where it's like at a crossroads, like complete crossroads. It's more of mental than anything. So your challenge, I feel like, has something to do with your mental. Something to do with releasing this bondage that you have on yourself, okay? With this 2 of Swords, we also have the 8 of Swords. And then we have that 4 of Cups, so there's a self-sabotaging energy. Like you can come out of this, but I feel like what's going on is that you feel trapped. You feel stuck. You're like, which way do I go? But in the long run, I feel like what you're going to find your answers is like when you completely turn towards your heart space and you realize, okay, ask yourself, what do I need to release? Because there's something that I feel like you have got to release. I also feel like the acceptance is here, because I feel like that's a message for you where like you surrender, release, and let go. Okay, I feel like it's a mental thing. It's like constantly overthinking, a lot of being in your head is what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. Let's go to the outside energy. What's the outside energy for Capricorn, please? The Moon. Okay, so this is like the subconscious and what we don't see. So either you are connecting to someone who is on the presently or currently doing some form of shadow work, or this person has some form of fears. But I feel like it's you on the outside where there's the fact that maybe you are doing some form of shadow work, or you're seeing your subconscious thoughts and your fears showing up. So there's something around your fears, okay? I feel like someone could also be wearing a false mask. You take it how it resonates. That could be someone you're connecting with, or you could feel like, okay, well, maybe I've been putting on this show. More than anything, if it's an outside energy, I do feel like it's someone you're connecting with, where it's like, okay, this person could be wearing a false mask. Some of you may not want to accept that. You don't want to see that. Like I said, some of you is like, I want what I can't have for some of you. So it's something like that, or because I'm getting that. It's like there's something you're focused on that isn't good for you. Okay, let's go to the challenge. What's the challenge, please? Judgment. Major Arcana. Making a decision, okay? There's something that you're having a challenge with, to accept something or make a decision about something. Judgment is making that decisive decision about it, okay? Judgment is also going through this process of reawakening. You could be ascending in a sense here. I feel like some of you could be going through more of an ascension process, and it could be very difficult when you go through that, okay? We don't just go through it once, we go through it a lot throughout our lives. So there's something like that going on. Let's go to what you're not aware of. What is Capricorn not aware of, please? Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning in love. You can come out of this. There could be the fact that this is self-love too. So that's what I got in the meditation. Self-love, self-evaluation, coming into the heart space. Okay, you can get back to this. You can get back to this flow with the Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning here when it comes to some form of love. Could be, like I said, self-love, self-evaluation, maybe doing more of that. But I also see that there could be a possible new beginning in love as well, maybe with somebody, okay? Let's go to the possible outcome. See what the possible outcome is. Ace of Pentacles. We got two aces. This is fantastic. So this is a brand new beginning, and I feel like it's something that has to do with longevity, stability, reliability, which is fantastic. So it could be something on the practical matters of life, something you're doing when it comes to work, or it could be with somebody, all right? So I'm going to pull advice after I clarify and see what comes out. Let's go to the Four of Cups. Well, that one will come out. Two more cards. You're resisting something. You're resisting something for the overall energy. You're resisting. It's a self-sabotaging energy. It's about making a decision for some of you. Some of you are having a hard time deciding on something. Some of you are really having a hard time really releasing something here. That's why acceptance is here. And I do get, what do you need to release? So what is it that you need to release? Okay, Capricorn, because you're resisting releasing something. It could have been something from the past. It could have been some form of something that didn't actually work out in your life. So it could have been a connection of some sort, several connections, or it's the fact that it has something to do with work, okay? There's also this allowing state to come through. So some of you with the Empress, this is like birthing something new. So there's something around resisting your feminine energy, okay? For some of you, it's almost like you're like, no, I'm trying to be more into this control, more of a unhealthy masculine energy in a sense here, okay? So there's something that needs to be released. Okay, let's go to the Eight of Swords. Why the Eight of Swords for the past? Why the Eight of Swords, please? Two more cards. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you are in this energy here, okay, Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles, that's you. I'm really trying to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, accepting the fact that you have different challenges that you're going through, but I feel like you're trying to get clarity on this. Like maybe in the past you're like, I got to get clarity on this. I'm getting clarity on the fact that I am needing to really take care of myself and nurture myself here. So that's what I was getting in the meditation, self-love, self-evaluation. Wheel of Fortune is out as well. So this is like a turning point. So I feel like you could have been having some form of clarity here in the past about some things like, okay, well, I think what I'm getting here is that this is a mental thing. So what do you need to release on a mental level or on an emotional level? Because you're struggling with that. And I feel like there's something where you're coming into acceptance, okay? Let's go to the Two of Swords. Why the Two of Swords for the current energy? The Lovers, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, the Hermit. There goes the Hermit. And that's your current energy. So I was getting that in the meditation. That's what came through. It was like, okay, well, I feel like you're taking some more time to yourself here. You're making that decision as well. I feel like there is something coming in also very quickly here, whether that's a communication. Maybe you were dealing with a stalemate at one point, but now you're like actually communicating with somebody. But I definitely get with this Eight of Swords and this Eight of Wands. It's like something fast is coming through here. Okay. Some form of fast communication. There could also be somebody at a distance as well with the Eight of Wands. You're making a decision about something. You're struggling to release something. I feel like you are in hermit mode. This is what I was getting. I feel like you are doing that self-evaluation, self-love, taking more time for yourself here. So I definitely feel like you're definitely in hermit mode, okay? You're struggling with your mind a lot. You're struggling with your mind a lot here. What is it that you're telling yourself? What is it what are you having a hard time releasing? What are you having a hard time with wanting to change something, but knowing that you can't change it, right? So it's like full acceptance. Let's go to the Moon for the outside energy. Why the Moon card? Queen of Cups. Two more cards, please. Five of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So there is some form of mutual love here for the outside energy. There is, especially with that Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. You have some form of mutual love with somebody here, but there's this Five of Pentacles where there's this fear. So someone isn't, okay, so that's good. That's what I'm getting is like you could be struggling with some form of fear here, okay? Some of you do deal with anxiety, okay? Some of you have a lot of anxiety is what I'm receiving, whether you show that on the outside or not. But I feel like if anything, you do. I'm going to be honest. I feel like some of you deal with anxiety because I feel like you feel stuck in your mind and you feel like you can't get out of it. And so there's fears that start to show up. Like I said, there is mutual love here, but I feel like you fear that someone's wearing a false mask or something like that, or this person may abandon you or has abandoned you in some way, shape, or form, okay? Let's go to Judgment for the challenge. Judgment. Two more cards, please. Seven of Swords, and Nine of Pentacles, and Temperance. All right, my loves. So what I'm receiving here is the self-confidence, independence, getting balance, getting into alignment, and you're deceiving yourself. So I feel like some of you could be deceiving yourself a little bit here with the Seven of Swords. I don't feel like it's someone, although I do feel like there could be someone wearing a false mask and someone could be very deceptive, sneaking, lying, cheating. I feel like more than anything, this is something about deceiving yourself in a sense, like knowing you're okay on your own, and knowing the fact that with the Nine of Pentacles, you have self-confidence, getting into alignment, getting into balance, connecting more to your spirit guides. Some of you could benefit from, you know, some form of meditation practice or something that will help get you into balance or get into alignment here. But what I'm getting is this Nine of Pentacles. you're having a hard time with self-confidence, and that could be why fear shows up or abandonment shows up, because some of you may actually have an anxious attachment is now all of a sudden what I'm receiving. Some of you do struggle with that anxious attachment instead of secure attachment style. Okay, so there's something around that challenge of like really getting into this balanced state, knowing your worth, self-love, self-evaluation, you know, that comes from first and foremost, right? Let's go to what you're not aware of, the Ace of Cups. Why the Ace of Cups? It's about perspective here, shifting your perspective, knowing you deserve full abundance as well. I mean, I do feel like there's also this going back and forth, trying to make a decision about something, but I also feel like what's going on here is about perspective. You may shift perspectives a lot for some of you, especially with that Two of Pentacles and Five of Cups, okay? So there's something that someone could be focused on the past things, the things that didn't work out. So there's things that you need to release, I feel, that have something to do with your past, things that did not work out, okay? Let's go to the Ace of Pentacles for the possible outcome. Why the Ace of Pentacles? The High Priestess, King of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands, okay? Some of you could be getting a new home. Some of you could be getting a new home for the possible outcome. There's could be something that is coming into play here with your day-to-day task. Really following your intuition about something, having a knowing about something, going towards that. And it has something to do possibly with, you know, creating freedom or something in your community as well. I will say, since the Ace of Pentacles is out and the Four of Wands is out, I mean, that could be engagement or marriage. So either you're like, that could be some complete turnaround surprise that you never would have expected, maybe because there is mutual love here. But I feel like once you get into self-love and all that, I feel like there could be something here, and that could resonate for maybe one or two of you. But maybe you're connecting to somebody, like a friend that is actually gonna get married here soon for the possible outcome, or got engaged or something like that, okay? Because I'm definitely gonna say that because it's out as well. All right, we're gonna go to advice. What advice do you have for Capricorn, please? Universal guidance, spirit guides, what advice? That almost came out. What advice do you have for Capricorn, please? Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. Make that decision, move forward, release the past. Okay, move forward, plant your seeds into something. Is what I'm receiving with the Seven of Pentacles. So there's something about really planting your seeds, doing a lot of reflection as well. So some of you, for the advice, is like doing that reflection and going towards whatever you're reflecting on and making that decisive decision. Make that decisive decision, go towards it, but also like move forward, right? I feel like there's something around releasing something that has to do with the past, a way of looking at something. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to pull a mindful message card and see what comes out. What do we have for Capricorn, please? What do we have for Capricorn? What do we have for Capricorn? Mirror. In order to change my life outside, I need to change inside. Once I am open to this change, my exterior reality will begin to mirror those new shifts. That's what I feel. Self-love, self-evaluation. You've got it. Self-confidence. You are worthy. I truly, truly hope this helped, and I hope this resonated with you guys. I will see you guys next time. I love you so much. One love, and namaste. Mwah.